It's good to be back, everyone. And if you're new here, welcome. Football season is now in our midst, and we can now start predicting the different matchups. In this new setup, notice the air quotes, we are shifting gears again, back into the days of old. In this new format, I'm offering the viewers a prediction for 3 of the best games, covering straight up, against the spread, and over-under, and as always, the fan favorites, lock of the week and upset of the week. Don't like the upset of the week? Then go cry on someone else's channel. Moving right on into week 1. Thursday night's matchup offers us pure gold, as Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers travel into Foxborough and take on newly unsuspended Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. New England is favored by 7, and as of now, the over-under sits at 52. With Bell suspended for 2 games, the Steelers will look to the sky in this one, with number 7 targeting his favorite receiver and probably the undisputed king of wide receivers in 2014, in Antonio Brown. Pittsburgh's defense is looking a tad bit lackluster this season after having an amazing defense over the past several years. On the other side of the ball, New England is dealing with its own running back woes, and Tom Brady did not look on point for much, if any, of this preseason. I feel as though Pittsburgh can beat New England if Tom Brady wasn't playing. With that being said, I'm taking the Patriots straight up. I feel as though Roethlisberger will put points on the board, but Brady and company will put even more points up. Now on that -7 cover, I'm leaning towards a push here. Pretty sure I can do that. I'm thinking of a score of 31-24, so let's take the over 52 as well. Let's see if Tom Brady actually lets this whole deflate gate behind him. Our second big matchup of the week sees 2 playoff caliber teams battling it out in Houston. The Kansas City Chiefs head into Texas to take on the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans are favored by 1.5 and the over-under sits at 42. Kansas City with Alex Smith is not a threat. If they could get that guy to throw a pass for more than 15 yards and more than a few times a game, then I would consider them a huge threat. Pair that with Jamal Charles and this team would be a playoff, absolute AFC contender. Now let's look at Houston. Without Arian Foster, this team would be nothing. Or would it? This Texans team, in my eyes, has one of the most solid defensive units we will see in the next 5 years. They already have that front 4 and linebackers locked down. All they need is a good unit of cornerbacks, a legion of boom if you will, and they will be able to destroy offenses, and not even have to worry about the offense coming out on the field. In this matchup though, I like the Texans straight up, as well as having them cover the 1.5 spread. I don't think this will be a high scoring game, so let's take the under 42. I'm already predicting JJ Watt having 3 balls knocked down, a tip into an interception himself, a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and what the hell, let's throw in a punt return touchdown as well. Our last big matchup of the week, the Baltimore Ravens leading straight up into the Colorado Mountains and taking on the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are favored by 4.5 and the over-under is at 49.5. The Ravens have seen themselves get in hot water in the preseason when Terrell Suggs' Ball So Hard University took a cheap shot at Sam Bradford. Now we all know Sam Bradford is as healthy as a wet paper towel, so this sent NFL fans in a frenzy. In my opinion, 2 words, clean hit. And that's all I have to say on that matter. The Broncos didn't really surprise me or jump out at me either for their preseason play. They weren't playing at their expected caliber level. Now, that is just preseason, so I'm going to let it slide. They better bring their A game to the regular season though, because they're going to need it in this one. I like the Broncos straight up, but Ravens fans, I like Baltimore to cover that 4.5 spread. I have them only losing by a field goal. Definitely going to take the over 49.5, seeing as Peyton Manning is at the helm. This leads us to the question of the week for all those Broncos fans, or any fans of the NFL, for that matter. Will Peyton Manning be playing his last year ever in the NFL? Is he going to retire after this season? Post your comments and thoughts below. Best comments will be reviewed next week. Time to get on with the fan favorites. For this week's Lock of the Week, I have the Carolina Panthers guaranteed to demolish the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't see how Kelvin Benjamin's injury can affect this game at all. I mean, come on, it's the freaking Jaguars. How are the Panthers only favored by 3 points? You guys should put all your eggs in this basket. For my upset pick of the week, I like Johnny Jam Boogie, even though he is slightly injured, to go into MetLife Stadium and get a Week 1 win against the Jets. I have nothing against the Jets, but I feel as though Cleveland should be favored in this game. Let's see if the Dog Pound is ready to turn their woeful ways around this year and actually start fighting for that AFC North title. Looking to give updates in these videos for our YouTube Prognosticators 2015 Fantasy Football League and for my hosted ESPN Eliminator Challenge. First things first, as there are no results for last week and we are just jumping into fantasy this week, I'm giving you guys a preview of this week's matchup. In Week 1, I'm taking on Bridgewater's Finest. Check for his channel in the link below. Now, he is favored 123 to 114, but I'm feeling I could pull one out of the closet on this one. If you haven't checked out his link yet in the description, I suggest you go there now and check out the plethora of you other YouTubers that do exactly, well, not exactly, what I do. If you want the widest range of NFL bets, predictions, and taking the man's money, you best subscribe to all of them, as well as join our open to the public Facebook group. This lets our fans keep in touch with us in real-time commenting, breaking NFL news, as well as one of the most supportive groups out there for NFL fans to join. It is set to private, but we accept almost everyone, except you, Adem, stupid little bitch. Also, I'm running something new this season. My ESPN Eliminator Suicide Pool /Matt Last Man Standing tournament. That link is also in the description for you guys to join. The password is Hatbox, all lowercase. The rules are simple. Each week, I'm going to say 1 hour before the start of the Thursday night game, you pick one team to win. Win and move on, lose and go home. You cannot pick the same team twice for the entire season. So go and join that. I'm hoping to hit at least 30 to 40 people by the start of the Pitt versus New England game. I'm about at 10 to 15 right now. Well, that's it, folks, for week 1. We are in for one hell of a season here on this channel, so be sure to subscribe, and I will see you later, dudesons.